How's it going, guys? Cody back again, dropping another video. Right, as you can see from the title of the video, this video is going to be on compensation for prisoners, personal property, things like that. Before we go into that, people keep asking me about the tablet, right? Saying, oh, the tablet's huge, how big's the tablet? The tablet's as big as my head, right? Which, like, I haven't got water on the brain. Right, so it's that big. The screen, as you can see, the screen is quite big. And like I say, I paid, it was only like 100 quid, it should have been like 120, 130. I don't know how big the screen is. On the back there's like a little camera and stuff. Because it's bigger than my phone, guys, it's ideal for doing these vlogs. It means I can get a quicker turnaround. And because of the size of the screen, it's also ideal for watching porn. You know what I'm saying? Right, guys, anyway, so this story is in the Daily Mirror. Like, what I'm going to do is I'll put a link in the description below so you can browse at your own leisure should you choose to, but you don't really need to because I'm going to read it out word for word. So the headline reads, 12 incredibly petty payouts prisoners have won for lost property, costing taxpayers $1 million. Right? Oh, that's 1 billion in it, right? Anyway, 1 million. More than £1 million have been paid out in recent years and the cost is soaring, and jails have been told to sort it out. Prisoners have pocketed over £1 million in compensation for lost or damaged property in the last 5 years. More than 13,000 taxpayer-funded payouts have been made for clothing, trainers, DVD players, and hair clippers. In total, £1,075,594 and £4.80 has been paid out since 2013. The number and value of payments soared last year despite Watchdog highlighting the scale of the problem. The head of the House of Commons Justice Committee, he's called Bob Neal, this guy, called on jails to sort it out. The prison service said it successfully defends 2/3 of compensation cases brought by inmates. A sample of cases in 2017 to 2018 shows compensation was awarded for damage to tracksuit bottoms worth £10, a t-shirt for £3 and a stereo £150. Right, I'll come back to that, guys. Rather than keep interfering with the story, I'll come back to it. Right, in one instance, £8.19 was paid out for damage to food due to lockdown. Awards were made for lost property, including tobacco, £20 and 80p. Obviously, tobacco is now banned in prison. A DVD player worth £68.99p. A watch worth £10 and a TV magazine. A TV magazine costing 57p. Freedom of information responses show hair clippers, a dressing gown and trainers were among lost items covered by successful compensation claims in 2016 to 2017. There were 41 more compensation awards in 2017 to 2018 compared to the year before, and the amount paid out was nearly £21,000 higher. Authorised belongings can be held in possession, meaning the prisoner keeps the item on them or in their cell, while excess items can be stored locally at the jail or at a central depot. Your prop. Rules allow for inmates to lodge complaints and claims for compensation when property is lost or damaged. Last year, Prisons and Probation Ombudsman Nigel Newcomen called on the prison service to get a grip of the way property is managed. The issue has been flagged by an independent monitoring board at a number of prisons. One recent report said the disappearance of property on transfer between establishments seems to be an intractable problem. Tory MP, fucking boo the Tories, can get them right out of government. Tory MP Bob Neal, who chairs the Commons Justice Committee, said this issue has been raised at a number of recent prison visits, so these figures do not come as a surprise. Property is a regular source of complaints to both the Prison and Probation Ombudsman and Independent Monitoring Board. Until prisons properly follow the clear guidance from the Ombudsman's scarce resources, not to mention taxpayers' money will continue to be wasted. Prisons need to sort out to ensure they have adequate systems for property recording. John O'Connell, the Chief Executive of the Taxpayers Alliance, says this increase in payments to prisoners for lost and damaged property will concern many taxpayers across the country. Either the authorities are failing to treat prisoners at a standard they legally required to do so, or they're giving out compensation payments too easily, both at the expense of hard-pressed taxpayers. A prison service spokeswoman said, "We successfully defend 2/3 of all compensation claims brought by prisoners. Where compensation is awarded, we always seek to ensure that payments are offset against outstanding debts owed to the courts and victims. In addition, a program of work is underway to prevent the causes of claims to allow us to better protect taxpayers' money." Here are some more eye-catching lost property payouts. Tobacco, lost or damaged, lost. Amount, £20, 80p's worth. Obviously, this was before the smoking ban. Watch was lost. How much? £10. High Point Prison, Suffolk. Coat, damaged, £20. Risley Prison in Cheshire. Tracksuit bottoms, damaged, £10. Ranby Prison, Northamptonshire. DVD player, lost, £68, 99p, Ranby Prison. Clothing, lost, £69, 97p, Rochester, Kent. Prison shop goods, items off the canteen, lost, £5.25, Rochester. TV magazine, lost, 57p, Swaleside. Fucking Kent, you tight bastards down in Kent, 57p. Right. Prison shop goods, lost, £9.20's worth of canteen, out of Channing Woods Prison. T-shirt damaged, £3, right? Isle of Wight. Food due to lockdown damaged, £8.19p from Long Lartin Prison. Stereo damaged, £150, and it doesn't actually tell you the name of that prison where that's come out of. Now, there's a story, guys, right? There's a story. Right, now, right, the fact that people are claiming for a £3 t-shirt and a £57 TV magazine and stereos and DVD players and stuff, right? £150 stereo, a £68 DVD player. Right, you've got to think, guys, right? You're in prison, right? When you're at home, you take everything for granted, right? Whether it be your cooker, your TV, your clothes, whatever, right? When you're in prison, for some people in prison, all that they've got in their cell, that's their whole life, right? So you can't have house insurance in prison, can you? For yourself, for your contents and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, screws are known, right? Some things do genuinely get lost, but screws also smash things up. Things go missing. In my former prison, Forest Bank Prison here in Salford, right? What they used to do is there was a story in the paper, right? Prisoners' items were going missing, right? And things were, do you know what I'm saying? And it was being taken from the prison and sold to outside people on like eBay and stuff, right? And it came back to prison officers, certain prison officers from that prison, right? They was taking things from prisoners, right? Things that had been seized as well, right? And they was taking them out of the phone, smuggling them out of the prison, and then selling them on social media. So the reason that prisoners are not stupid, right? And if you think a prisoner's just going to sit there and be fucked over and have things go missing and things get damaged, right? If he orders something off a magazine out of the catalogue, right? The catalogue's a thing. Once you get to IEP status enhanced, you can order things off the catalogue, right? Certain things, obviously, you can't order everything, but certain items you can order off there. Hair clippers, fucking CD players, DVD players, all that sort of stuff, right? Now, if they get damaged or they get broken, right, then obviously, like, the screws will take great pleasure in, like, fucking throwing parcels and stuff like that so they get broke, yeah, man. So prisoners are not stupid. They're going to bring compensation claims. And the good that it's cost over £1 million. They're prisoners' personal possessions. And like I said to you, you've got to think about how, like, that for some prisoners, not all of them, but for some prisoners, everything that they've gathered in their cell and they've bought and paid for, right, that's their whole life. They don't have family support network. They don't have friends to support them whilst they're in prison. So that cell, everything in their cell, that's their whole life, right? So of course they're going to bring compensation claims. It's all about getting money. You want to be reimbursed for your damaged or for your lost items, whether it be clothes, a £3 t-shirt, and a £57 thingy. It all amounts and adds up to over £1 million. So like I say, prisoners are like, fuck the system. If you think I paid £69 for a DVD player for it to get fucking broke, right? I'm gonna put in a compensation claim, and rightfully so. There are other you've got personal injuries as well within prisoners where prisoners I've heard stories about prisoners throwing themselves off things, falling into things, like pouring water on the fucking landing and slipping, trying to get compensation claims, all this sort of stuff. But like I say, the fact that prisoners are fighting for their belongings and I think good, fucking rightfully so. Those on the right side, they're trying, oh, prisoners, they don't deserve nothing, they shouldn't get anything, and they shouldn't be entitled to this. And the idea of this story, guys, and it really fucking winds me up, right? The idea behind this story is to fan the flames of hatred towards people in prison. Because you put this story out, oh, it's the taxpayers' money, it's the taxpayers' money, right? The taxpayer are going to be like, hold on, so my taxes are going towards, some of it is going towards covering the cost of items by these rapscallions, by these thugs, you know what I mean? Right? And it's there to fan the flames of hatred. It's there for the taxpayer to get more and more annoyed at people in prison. And it winds me up no end, guys. Like I say, if you was in prison and someone stole if it was lost or damaged, right? Say you get transferred from one prison to another, right? You bag all your stuff up, right? You put it in a big see-through fucking bag, right? Normally got all like little holes in them so you can't fucking suffocate yourself and stuff, like put it over your head and try and kill yourself, right? You put everything in your cell, right? If you've been in prison years, you will have a lot of shit in prison, whether it be CD players, shower gels, all your personal possession, photographs, clothes, everything. You put it all into your big placky bags. Some people have 2 or 3 bags, right? Then you go down to reception with your bags. Your bags are then, you're given sort of screws. The screws then you'll go onto the sweat box, and your bags should follow. Now I think some screws just think, no, fuck it, let's just throw that bag over there, let's stick it in the back there. Fuck it, he's not having that. You know what I mean? And so items, your bags are supposed to follow you to your next prison if you are shit out, right? But they don't always. And like I say, some things are genuinely lost, but other times screws and transport things can get deliberately damaged. I genuinely do believe that. So if you was in prison, a lot of people have been in prison that are on my channel, but if you haven't and you went to prison, would you claim for a £3 t-shirt? It's not the amount of money, it's the actual idea that your personal possessions have gone damaged or lost, and that's what prisoners are up in arms about. Would you put in a compensation claim? Don't matter whether it's £1 or £70 or £150 stereo. Would you put a compensation claim in? I know I would. Anyway, guys, I want to leave this video here. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.